My name is Bryan Holtzman. I'm the Vice President of Claims here at Swerling Milton Winnick Public Insurance Adjusters.
And I'm Dayle Swerling Burke. I oversee personal property claims at Swerling Milton Winnick Public Insurance Adjusters.
We're here today at a substantial house fire in Metro West Boston. We'd like to take you guys on a tour inside and show you what we do on a day-to-day basis. My duties are going to be floor planning the house, measuring the house, and then coming up with an accurate, detailed scope of repairs to indemnify the insured back to pre-loss conditions, while also trying to figure out what potential code or ordinance of law items may come into play that the municipality is going to require. When we get to these losses, we're trying to identify a number of things, mainly what the insured has in the house at this specific time. So for example, the kitchen cabinets, our job is to go in and measure these up and come up with an accurate price of what these cabinets would be to replace in today's market, like kind of quality. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go into the drawer and always look for a manufacturer on these pullouts. So we see the manufacturer, and what we can do is, once we run all the measurements, we'll go to an authorized dealer, cabinetry dealer, and we can sit down with them and come up with an accurate price to restore this kitchen, like kind of quality regarding the cabinets. Countertops, whole nother situation. We're going to come in here and try to identify, is it granite, is it quartz, is it quartzite, is it marble? So in this situation here, we've got granite countertops. We're going to measure everything up, and we're going to run prices in our estimating program to indemnify the insured with exactly what they have. Moving to the windows, on the surface, you'll see these are double hung vinyl windows. On the surface, these may look fine, but when you start to do some investigating work here and digging in, you can see they're covered in soot. Problem with these windows is they'll never clean to pre-loss conditions, just due to the smoke migrating into all the mechanisms of the window. So the only way to get this right is to actually replace these windows.
When we first get to a house or business, we go through each room, labeling them, and then we do a detailed inventory of the damage. There are certain details that we look for: brand name, size, and model numbers. So here at this fire loss, you can see where the fire happened because of the extreme charring. Clearly, the top of the TV melted right off. In fact, this is what remains of the screen. And then if we head over to the other side of the room, to the draperies, you can see at the top, they just melted right off. But what we need to do is we need to measure these window treatments and work on the details, such as the curtain rods, the finials, to attach the curtains, and the fact that they're lined. It's all in the detail. So it's very easy to inventory the items we can see, but we have the shelving that's built in over here, has items that we can inventory. But on the other side, it was completely burned out. So we need to work with our clients to help recreate a list of the items that were there. A lot of times we ask them to look through old photographs, which may be a picture of their daughter, but behind their daughter, you can see the shelving and what was on it.
So now I'm going to measure the trims in the house to make sure we capture what's actually in the house at the time of the fire. So here you'll see baseboard. We've got a 6-inch wood baseboard. The door trims, which should all be consistent throughout the home, are 3-inch door trims. This is a 4-foot custom cherry vanity. The countertop is also going to be the same 4 feet, but countertops are done in square feet as opposed to lineal feet like this vanity here. So we take the same 4-foot run and we're going to times that times 2. So we've got an 8-foot countertop that's made of stone. I'm here in the living room, and now I'm going to measure the room, ceilings, walls, floors, so we can get this into our estimating program. The intent of me measuring this room to fit it into the floor plans, which I'm drawing, and then eventually what's going to happen is this product, these floor plans, are going to get dumped into our estimating program, which is known as Xactimate, and this is going to give us a detailed sketch in the computer with all the accurate measurements, ceiling height, when we calculate the estimate.
So we're going to inventory the closet. What we're looking for is damage, number one, and also brand names and a description of the items, which will better help us price the items with today's replacement costs. So one of the things you'll notice is everything looks in order, but if I lift up the sweater, you can see the outline. So the soot was extremely heavy and it clearly settles on the furniture. So the other thing, we go through each individual piece of clothing to pull out the information. So, for instance, you have a nice white jacket here. It's not really white because has soot, settles on the shoulders. But the details we're looking for, it is a White House black market. So when we go to price it, we will look at the store site and find today's replacement costs. So we're in the master bedroom. I identify a furniture item like this. I open up the drawer, see if I can find any labels on it or brand names, which will better help us price the item. And then we look inside to see the damage. Again, the drawers were closed at the time of the fire, but the soot settles and you can see the outline of the clothing that was inside.
Here at SMW, the proof is always in the details. So we're walking through the second floor hallway and we have a nice hardwood flooring which transitions into 2 bedrooms. Each bedroom has carpeting. On the surface, you'd think there's just carpeting here. But when you dig a little deeper and you rip a section of the carpet up, you'll notice that now we have that same hardwood floor which runs continuous through each bedroom. So what that means is our insured is now entitled to the hardwood flooring underneath it as well as the finished layer of carpeting and pad above.